Welcome back to Sorare Edge. Slight format change. We're going to go over the top plays for the upcoming game week. This will give you players to watch before our updated projections come out on Monday.
All right, big shout out to my son Blake for helping me with that intro. But yeah, what we're going to do here is I'm going to give you the best plays of the week, top end plays minus the L10 scores heading into game week 32. Go through who's yellow, who's red, what it all means, and then the updated projections will give you the best plays coming out. That'll come out on Monday. Let's start in Denver with Justin Holiday. So Justin Holiday's been getting some minutes lately. Last 3 games, his average is 30 minutes with top end score of 28, L10 of just 4. He's yellow because he's an injury replacement for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Michael Porter Jr. also missed last game, so this just means more minutes for Holiday. I don't know if I can expect this to continue. We're going to have to monitor the injuries. If Holiday can get any minutes, though, with an L10 of 4, he's definitely worth a look. Andre Drummond in Chicago is really interesting. Last 2 games, he's played over 30 minutes in both. He's a guy who's really productive. 1.36 a minute, just grabs rebounds like crazy. Top end for him, I'm looking at almost 50, and he's a 26. 2 games for the Bulls. I'd greenlight him for sure. The 27 may be low estimate, so you may even get more than that for top end outcome. Seems strange to be talking about Andre Drummond right now, but he may be a good play this coming week. Halliburton, 34 L10. I don't see how you don't play him here. He's obviously a great player. Should be working up from that 25. I got to think he's getting back in shape after the injury. Has some great plays tonight, so we'll see if he's got more in the tank. 56 top end based on 25 minutes. If you can get 35 minutes, this is a guy that get you 70, 75. So at a 34, you don't play him. He's got to be in there. Jalen Brunson came back tonight. Miles McBride, 18 L10. We had him pegged for 32 minutes. That's his last 3 average. Obviously, his minutes go down with Brunson back. His top-end score is going to fall a little bit. 2 games for New York this week. Jaden Ivey for Detroit, 30 L10, almost 50 for a top end. 2 games for Detroit. His minutes are pretty safe. I don't know if he gets 40. If he gets a few less than 40, you got that top-end score in the mid-40s. That's good enough. Lauri Markkanen is a really good play this week for Utah, 37 L10. It's fallen a little bit. Top end of 57 almost. 3 games for Utah. There's not going to be a better week to play Markkanen. DiVincenzo at 40 with a 41-minute average over his last 3. Obviously, that's going to come down when they get all their pieces in place. That top-end score probably a little less than the 59 that it's showing here. I mean, this guy's playing so well right now. I don't know how you can take him out of the lineup. 2 games for the Knicks this week. Rui Hachimura is getting big minutes in LA. 20 L10's really low. 38.7 for a top end for him. I wouldn't be afraid to get him in. Christian Braun in Denver down to 9 for an L10. This guy gets pretty decent minutes normally, somewhere around 20. Recently, a little more than that. So you're looking at 27 on a 9 L10. I think that's worth a look. Jay Crowder, Milwaukee, 17 L10. He's been getting big minutes, probably come down a little bit, so I think this is probably a little high. Duncan Robinson in Miami is interesting again, so he had a couple of lousy games, got his L10 all the way down to 12. He gets a little over 20 minutes a night. This is a guy that can put you up a 30 pretty easily if he gets hot from 3. 2 games this week. Paul Reed in Philadelphia, 23 L10. Mo Bamba has a knee injury now, apparently. 1.03 a minute, pretty good. 28 minutes in his last 3 can get you over 40 at a 23. That's definitely in play. Terry Rozier down to 27. Still waiting on that big game with Miami, but he's getting the minutes, getting 32. He's going to have a good game. Top end around 45. 2 games for Miami. Precious Achiuwa, minutes are safe for now. He's getting like 40 a night, which is insane. 29 L10. So that's going up, but he's capable of mid to upper 40s right now with that many minutes. 2 games this week for the Knicks. Jordan Clarkson, 22 out 10, 28 minutes, last 3 for Clarkson, but I think he's probably on the rise, probably going to get about 30. That puts him right in the same range, but around 40. 3 games for Utah. Anthony Edwards in Minnesota at 41, I think is a great play. High end of 58 for him. 3 games for the Wolves. Trae Young's been a good play for a couple of weeks and continues to be. He's a 45 now, so he's up a little bit, but still projecting over 60, almost 62. 2 games for the Hawks. Malik Monk remains a good play at 24. High end, little under 41. 2 games for the Kings. I think you can play Cade Cunningham right now. 35 L10. He can get you over 50. 2 games for the Pistons. Jamari Smith in Houston, going to be getting some big minutes. If Şengün continues to miss games, he missed today. 25 L10 for Smith. Got his high-end upside just under 41, 2 games for Houston. Grayson Allen, you can always play. Big variance, depending on whether he's hitting his three-point shot or not. 22 L10 with a top end just under 38, 2 games for Phoenix. Jalen Duren in Detroit. He's going to get you a good point per minute average, 1.1, 33 L10. He's almost 50. I would say he's definitely in play. 2 games for Detroit. Barry Walker with Portland. Been getting more minutes with all their injuries in Portland and people sitting out. Last 3 games, 31 minutes a night. If he gets at 31 minutes, I'd put his top end just under 40. 2 games for him. And at a 22, I think he's definitely in play. Kyle Kuzma in Washington is their best player remaining here. High end over 50 for him. 2 games for Washington. 1.14 a minute, so pretty productive when he's out there. Lester Quinones got 19 minutes tonight. L10 of 14. We were projecting him at 25, but with the minutes down a little bit, still in play at a 14, but not as good a play if he doesn't get those 25 minutes. 3 games, though, for Golden State, so a couple cracks at it. Michael Porter in Denver missed the last game, so we'll see what happens with him. 26 for an L10 for him. I project him over 40, 2 games. Onyeka Okongwu, 35 minutes over the last 3 games. He's a 26 L10. That puts him in that 41-point range. 2 games for Atlanta. Nurkic, very similar actually to Okongwu, except a couple points higher in the L10. 2 games also for Phoenix. De'Aaron Fox, point per minute just keeps falling. He just hasn't been the same since January 1st. If you separate his numbers before the first of the year and after the first of the year, he's a different player. He's just not the same guy. So I don't know what to tell you here. Projections all say, yeah, play him, at 41. He's projected in the high 50s, 2 games, all looks good. I don't know though. Something's not right. Not sure what's going on with him, but I have him, so I'll still be playing him. 18, Lou Dort, not super productive. The minutes may be coming down a little bit. Top end, just over 30 and only 1 game. So he's probably out of play for me. Kevin Love, 14, a high end of 29, and he only needs 16 minutes to do it. 2 games for the Heat. Yes, I'll take that one. Sir Thompson, 21. 27 minutes a night the last 3. High end of 36. 2 games for the Pistons. You could do that. Brandon Bajemski, 27. L10. Minutes have come down a little bit, but still averaging 32 over his last 3 games. That puts his top end at about 42. I think he's definitely in play. 3 games for Golden State next week. Josh Giddey in OKC, 1.05 a minute. Really good. 25. The L10's down a little bit. He's been getting 29 minutes. I think that probably falls a little bit. And only 1 game for OKC. Probably want to avoid Giddey. LeBron James, 1.33 a minute. 48 L10. 63 for a top end. 2 games for the Lakers. There's your top 40 or so to watch. Heading toward Monday when I come with the updated minutes for every player, and then we'll go through them by thresholds.
Subscribe. All right. See you later.